All right, let's just jump right in. If you're an Airbnb host, you know there's been one golden rule for, well, forever. But what if that rule is about to completely flip on its head? Today, we are digging into a huge shift in what makes an Airbnb listing a real success.
I mean, this is the mantra we've all had drilled into our heads, right? You gotta have high-res images, perfect staging, professional lighting. It's been the absolute foundation of every single guide for hosts. The visual appeal was, everything.
And that is the billion-dollar question we're tackling today. Because while great photos are still obviously important, the data is telling us a totally different story. It suggests they are no longer the most powerful tool you have. Something else is now running the show.
So first up, let's really break down this old way of thinking, what we're calling the photo fallacy.
Just think about it for a second. Everyone has great photos now. It's the standard. It's the bare minimum. So yeah, a stunning picture might make a potential guest stop scrolling for a half second, but it doesn't actually separate you from the pack. The market is just way too crowded for pictures to do all the heavy lifting anymore. And this brings us right to the heart of the matter, this massive shift toward the power of your words. Okay, so here's what's actually happening inside a guest's head. They see your nice photo and they pause. But then, almost immediately, their brain starts firing off questions. Is this really right for me? For my trip? For my family? They're looking for proof, for a connection, for all the little details that a picture just can't give them. They need confirmation, and that only comes from your description. And look, this right here, this difference is everything. The generic fact on the left, totally forgettable. But the version on the right, that's not a fact. That's a story. It sells a feeling. The guests can already feel the sun. They can hear those waves. One is just data. The other is an invitation. And this isn't just some fuzzy feel-good idea. The numbers are crystal clear. Listings that use this kind of story-driven, emotional language see up to a 22% higher booking conversion rate. It's proof that guests are not just noticing this stuff, they're acting on it.
So, here's the bottom line. Modern travelers aren't just looking for a place to crash. They are buying an experience. They want to feel like they belong. And storytelling is the tool that transforms your listing from just another commodity, a bed for the night, into a memorable part of their entire vacation.
Okay, so you get why it works, but how do you actually do it? Let's break it down into a super practical 5-step framework that you can use today.
This is the proven formula. You start by painting a picture with emotion, then you ground them in reality with location, how far to the beach, to the good coffee shop. Step 3 is so important. Describe how they'll use your place. Don't just say, has a garden. Say, sip your morning coffee in our sun-drenched garden. See the difference? Then you hit them with the must-haves, fast Wi-Fi, AC, to build that trust. And finally, you tell them exactly what to do next to seal the deal.
And what's so great about this framework is that it's a 2-for-1 deal. It's structured with the kind of rich, relevant keywords that the Airbnb algorithm loves, which helps push you up in the search rankings. And at the same time, it's written to appeal directly to a human being, making them actually want to book your place. Now for my favorite part, let's look at the real-world impact. Let's talk about what this actually does for your wallet.
So to really prove the point, this case study is perfect. The photos of the property, they stayed exactly the same. The only, and I mean only, thing that changed was the text. The title and the description got a complete rewrite.
So what was the first result? A 41% jump in impressions. That means just by changing the words, the listing started showing up in front of way more potential guests. More eyeballs right out of the gate.
But eyeballs are one thing. Bookings are what pay the bills. Well, within just 2 months, that same property saw a 28% increase in actual confirmed bookings. That is the bottom line, folks. Better words literally led to more money.
And it didn't even stop there. Because the new description set clear expectations and communicated higher value, the host was able to charge higher nightly rates. It also led to better guest reviews and even fewer cancellations, because the people booking knew exactly what amazing experience they were paying for.
When you put it all together, hosts who go all in on this content-first strategy have seen their total seasonal revenue go up by 15 to 25%. That is a massive return on investment for basically just writing better.
So if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. Crafting a compelling story for your listing isn't just a stylistic choice anymore. It is a financial strategy. It builds trust, it manages expectations, and it has a direct, measurable impact on your bank account. So I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on.
In a world where everyone has a beautiful picture to show off, maybe, just maybe, the real secret to standing out, to truly connecting with guests, has been hiding in the words all along.